think I'd always imagined that I would meet somebody else again after David died, because I've been really happy with him and I wanted another relationship that was as wonderful as that. I was young, I was 29 when my husband died. I wanted to have children, so it didn't take that long before I started to feel that I was ready to find somebody else. And I met somebody about 9 months or so after my husband died. He was very different to my husband. He was a bit older, he'd been divorced, had 2 children. And we were both very cautious about getting into a relationship because we both obviously, had difficulties in the past. But because we'd both come from different places, we sort of supported each other, and it was a love that really grew and became really wonderful, because we didn't think we'd be happy again, and we felt really lucky to meet somebody else who would make us really happy. I met his children, and he met my friends and family, which was really difficult being the first person since my husband had died, but they were really lovely to him. They all got on really well. He was a really fit and healthy man, and I really liked that. My husband having been sick for so long, to have somebody who had so much energy and enthusiasm was amazing. But then after 6 months of being together, he died very suddenly on Boxing Day. It was 14 months at that point since my husband had died, and he died of a heart attack. Obviously with no previous health problems, no warning signs, nothing to prepare me in any way for that. And the loss of him was really devastating. Not just losing a second partner, but somebody who represented a new future and a new life, and the person who gave me a sense that maybe things could be okay after loss had gone as well. And that was when grief kind of felt more like I expected it to, perhaps. I really hit rock bottom. I didn't really want to get dressed. I didn't really want to eat. And I didn't really know how I was going to get better. I didn't really want to get better. I didn't really want to get back to work. Whereas when my husband died, I was quite keen to find coping strategies, to think about how I would get back to work. In the year after my husband died, I bought a house and I travelled and did lots of things. I didn't feel like I could do that after my boyfriend died, because it was all just too much. And I think in reality I hadn't really finished grieving. Well, I certainly hadn't finished grieving for my husband, but I think I was still in the early days of grieving for him. And the double whammy was really, really challenging. And there were times when I didn't feel that I would be able to survive it, if I'm honest. I went back and saw the same counsellor again. She didn't know why I was coming. I had just booked back in to see her, and I think she was pretty shocked when I told her why I was there. And I'm not sure she really knew how to help me, and I certainly didn't know how to help myself. Again, a few friends were really good, but the whole experience was very, very different this time. For example, my mum had never even met my new partner, so it was very difficult for family and friends who'd only met him once, maybe twice, or never, to support me when they had no sense of what our relationship was like. I remember telling one friend, and she said, is he that guy you were dating? And I was devastated that somebody who I'd loved and thought I was going to have a future with, I thought I was going to have children with, that to a friend he was just some guy that I was dating, when he felt so enormous in my world.